So, I'm just gonna watch you guys stroll in. Oh, you almost lost your seat, man. Backtrack like that. Yeah. You can sit in the aisle if you want. I think you keep on going, right? There's a, yeah. See, you got yelled at.
I'll check that out. Just keep like a roll.
Is it almost done? No?
Look how clear and vivid that looks.
I have to repeat things. Repeat things. Repeat
Like
things?
that. Oh dang, look how big my zoom was.
I gotta say that for everybody.
Gotta erect it.
I don't want to repeat things. Please don't make me repeat stuff.
Like one of those galleries you see.
I just don't want to repeat things.
What?
Hey, how's it going? Duct Tape Ranger.
I was like, dude.
How do you go to the bathroom though? Okay. You just let it go. So whenever your face is like, leave you alone, right? Okay.
She's in line. I think.
Well, you guys having a good day so far though? Yeah? You guys already spent all your money in the dealer's room? No!
Saturday.
Sunday for the Sunday sales? Right.
What? I can't see you.
You can't?
Tell
No,
what,
you have to go all the way to there. You
we'll
go.
do Sunday sales tonight after our concert.
Okay.
I'm just like doing shots.
Hey, no pictures! I'm just kidding. You can you got me pointing at you like that.
The best.
No, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Can you well, wait a second.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No, you can leave it open.
Okay.
Whatever.
Can you get this and put on the floor?
Thank you.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So, hi. I'm Yong Bosch. Yeah, howdy, I guess, right? I should say howdy. No? Who says howdy? You guys don't.
I say howdy.
You say howdy?
Howdy.
All right, well, what's up? Thanks for coming to the panel. I know there's plenty of other things going on that you could do, but this is going to be cool. It's not. It's going to be stupid.
We love you.
And you can probably find it on YouTube anyways already. So in fact, you can just watch it on YouTube right now. Just start it somewhere, and then I'll start, and then like you'll know the future. You'll already know the answers to all the questions. That was stupid. It took way too much time to explain that retardedness. Anyways, okay, so I'm Yong Bosch. I was Adam in Power Rangers, Ichigo and Bleach, Luigi Kokias, Vash, I was Vash, Bumblebee in Transformers War, Isaiah, Kaneda, Yukimura. Okay, you guys know.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know, you can look it up or ask somebody next to you. And I have a band, and we're playing tonight at 10. Please come check us out, because it should be a lot of fun. It might not be, but we're going to do our best to make it exciting and super fun. And yeah, cool. All right, be there. Questions. Let's get on to some questions, because if you have questions, that will make things better, because this is a Q&A. If you don't have any questions, this is just going to be really weird. We're just going to be staring at each other. Right? That would be awesome. Yes.
How did your band start?
My band started after Power Rangers. I could not get a job. Actually, at that time, it was really tough. Like, obviously, I'm half Asian. Well, I don't know. Is it obvious? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm half Asian, right? So I'm not like a real Asian. So like, if I walk in the room, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, that guy's a real Asian." No, you'd be like, "What is that guy? He's got some kind of white, right?" And so it was like really hard to get a job, because at that time, I mean, it's really just a lot like you had to be Caucasian, you know. But I could, if I was like a full-on Asian, I could get roles. But I was like half Asian, so I was lucky to get on the Power Rangers. Even then, when I got on the show, they're like, "Your name doesn't sound Asian enough." So I used my mother's maiden name for the middle part, Young, you know. And so, so anyways, it was really tough for me to get a job. So I grabbed a guitar and started teaching myself to play. And I was in kind of a depression at that time as well. And that kind of brought me out of the depression. And I thought, man, what if I started a band? And that was like the thing we do. We just try to write music that would just motivate people and move people. And, you know, that's just kind of, that was where it started. And then it's just gone downhill from there. Fast. Really fast. So, yeah, but no, we've got, I think, quite a few albums out now, and you can probably rip it. If you have iPhones or Androids, you can download our free app. Just type in iShine, EYESHINE, and you can listen to our music for free. Or you can do that tonight, by the way. Or you can go to the concert and listen to it. You guys turn it down, you're too loud. Questions? Yes?
Who's your favorite character?
Favorite character to voice? That's tough. Because there's a lot of characters that I really enjoy playing. Vash is one. Ichigo is a lot of fun. Hollow Ichigo is a lot of fun. Gosh, there's just so many. Kiba. I really was excited to get Kaneda. Nero from Devil May Cry 4 was one of my favorites. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch really. There's another question way back in the back, right?
Yeah. Do you have any upcoming jobs that you know of that maybe you'll be voicing some characters?
Yes.
Can you tell us about this?
No. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Like, sometimes we can, and sometimes we can't, and I get confused on which ones. And so I just don't say anything. Oh, actually, I can mention this one. It's Tenkai Knights. And it's Spin Master Toys. It's like this kind of a, you can check it out. It's tenkaiknights.com, I think, is the website, and I think they got a teaser up. So that one I can talk about. Blue Exorcist stuff is all done, so I know I can talk about that. And K is finished, so I can talk about that. I usually can talk about it as soon as you know it's out. You know, the show's out. Oh yeah, I can talk about it. Hey guys, I'm in that. I hope you saw it. That's what I think is weird. Is like, wouldn't you want me to promote it? Yes.
Are there any jobs you've done in like voice acting where you just done this script and you're like, man, what is going on in this show?
Yes. Most of the time it's like that. Most of the time I'm like, what the hell? I don't even understand this. And what's a hollow? No, but I mean, that happens often, you know. I mean, there's occasionally you'll get a script that's like, well, this is really awesome. And then some of it doesn't make sense until you start watching it, you know, or you get into a few episodes. So you gotta kind of have to do your research, unless the director obviously is usually there to fill you in and tell you stuff, and that always helps too. But. So yes, there have been many of those. Any other questions? Yes?
Do you make funny faces when you voice act?
Do I make funny faces when I voice act? Because, I mean, I really just use, I mean, a lot of times it's just my natural voice. You know, it's either this or like an angrier version of this, or a happier version of this.
Let's hear your sexy voice.
And then, yeah. Or
I talk like this occasionally, you know? You're like, come make a raspy, or I talk like this occasionally.
you know, so it's just like whatever. So it's that. But I don't, yeah, it would, like I don't have any characters, "Whoa, man, I can't talk like this." Because then I probably would, you know? I'll tell you a story though, and I've told this plenty of times, I'm sure. But I did this, I don't do too many character voices, occasionally I do. And I got this, it was Wild Arms 4, so this is a while ago. And I played one of the characters, and then I did various monsters in there. And one of them was like a chicken head monster. You know, it's like, from what in my mind, I don't even remember, but in my mind, what I picture is what they gave me, and it's like a picture of like, it looked like a baby chicken, but with a super giant head. And that was like the monster. And they're like, yeah, so just create a voice. And I was like, what? What is that thing gonna sound like? And so I started off like, you know? So I started talking like this, you know? And, so that was the voice that I chose, and they're like, okay, cool. And I was like, yeah, it sounds like a giant chicken monster, right? And so that voice that stuck with me, you know? So everywhere I'd go for like the next few weeks was, hello, everybody, hey, what's up? And I talked like that. And I was shooting this pilot, and the director was walking me around, introducing me to some of the other cast and crew and whatnot, and I was being stupid using that voice, like, hello, how you doing? Hey, what's up? And then, you know, he's like, oh, here's this other guy, and I turned around, and I was like, well, there, and it was a little person. I've been doing this for a while already. Going down the row of people, you know? And then he's like, then I was like, oh, I was, you know, my voice went back to normal. Fast. Like, oh, hey. He's like, oh, that's okay. I did this, it was like a little chicken monster. I mean, no. It made it worse. I really tried to explain myself that it didn't work. Anyhow, I don't know why I told you that story.
Has there been any characters at one point or another that have really harsh on your voice?
Oh yeah. There's been a few that have been really rough on my voice. A lot of times Ichigo, because all he does is shout. He's always fighting something, right? Always like, or whatever, like, Bankai this or that. And then if I have to do like hollow Ichigo or full hollow, where it's like, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's like, after a while, yes, that kind of thing. There was one time though where I lost a job because of it. I got called in for this game, and I don't even know what the game's called. And so I went in, and I had no idea what I was going to play. So I show up, and they're like, okay, so you're going to be this goblin creature, and there's like a bunch of them. They're like these warrior goblins or whatever. It's like, okay. And look at the script, and it's just vowels. They're not even words, you know? What is this? And it's like, yeah, it's just kind of like stuff, you know? I was like, okay. And so, like, for like, I think 4 hours, all I did was like, you know, and like died from like burning or drowning or falling off the cliff or being stabbed. And so it's like all of that. And so, like, after the session, I was obviously just like, and I had this job for like a young, like a child voice, and there's just no way I could do it. And they're like, yeah, no, you know, no, you can't do it. I was like, oh, whatever. I wanted to be in it anyways. Yeah, over here.
How long have you been touring with your band?
Touring with the band since 2006. Yeah, we started the band, I think it was 04 is really when we started calling ourselves iShine. And then 2006 is when we released an album. It took us 3 tries. We went to like 3 different studios, got screwed the first 2 times, and then but I just don't give up. So I just kept going and finished it. I was like, I'm gonna finish one album, even if it just sucks. Some people would think it does. But, and so, yeah, and so since 2006, we've been going, gone through a few different members here and there, but we're still the same band. Yes?
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you on set?
Oh.
On set?
Snap.
The most embarrassing thing on set? Gosh. Most embarrassing thing on set. Well, I think, okay, so maybe this is one of, at least, not the most embarrassing thing ever, but on set. So, I was working on Wolf's Rank, and usually I try to get there early, so I can read through the script or kind of get a grasp of what my character's doing, where he's coming from, where he's going, so I just kind of understand. But this day, it was an early day, and so I was running late. I didn't even eat breakfast. I was like, holy crap, I gotta get there. And so I was kind of running late. I just showed up right on time to work, And I could feel like, oh man, I'm kind of hungry, and my stomach's gonna be growling. I'm recording it,
Oh
so
my God.
those microphones are like $3,000 at least, And so it picks up every little sound in there. You tap your leg, you can't do that. And so I'm in there, and my stomach is like, I can feel it, it's like, so I was it's like, as when you can feel your stomach's about to growl or something, you can like put water in it to shut it up, no? Is that just me? Am I the only one that thinks that way? You do too, right? Okay, so in my mind, it's like this growly monster that's down there, it's like, I'm hungry. And I'm just like, shut up, and it's like, every time I say about the growl, and I'm just like, shut up. And so that's what I was doing. And it kind of works, too. You should try it one day. Come eat breakfast and try that. But, so anyways, my stomach was like that. So I was like doing this, because I didn't want them to hear my stomach growling because it's embarrassing. You guys remember being in school and taking a quiz or test and your stomach like, right? And so you just shuffle papers. Start shuffling papers and kicking your desk. No, so just coughing. My papers are out of order. Anyway, so you can't do that in the booth, obviously, because they'd be like, what's wrong with you? No, I don't know what's wrong. So I'm doing this water thing, and it's working for a bit, and it like working really well for like 30 minutes. I'm able to shut it up before it actually makes any noise. And so, but this one moment, the beeps start going, and I'm about to say my bit of dialogue, and my stomach growls, but it doesn't make the, something where you could be like, that's a stomach growl. It went, like the growling monster in my belly was like, oh, okay, you're gonna show me up? Try this one. And it sounded like I thought I was gonna sneak out a fart, but my butt cheeks denied. And yeah, so it was kind of embarrassing because I was like, I would much rather have been like a growl, like obvious. I could just feel their eyes looking at me through the window. And I look over and they're like, no, that was my stomach. Is your stomach ever, I don't know, mine made that noise, but I swear, you come in here and smell it. So that was probably the most embarrassing, at least in the booth. Yes.
What's your favorite battle that Ichigo has done?
Favorite battle that Ichigo has done? I like the stuff with Ichigo versus Follow Ichigo. That stuff is just really cool. Byakuya, the first fight was really awesome. I actually really liked Kenpachi stuff too. And I want to see what it would be like if he actually knew how to work his sword. Like that, I think should be the end of Bleach. It figures it out. It's like, and the end. Sorry guys, Bleach is over. Kenpachi figured out his weapon. Yes.
I'm curious how you came up with the name Eyeshine for your band.
Yeah.
Well, we had some other stupid names. And I always explain this, but how many of you guys are like artists? You draw or paint or something, right? Okay, so a bunch of you. and you know, like when you first started, right? The first time you drew something really awesome, you like thumb shaded it or whatever. You're like, this is awesome. And you put it away in a drawer, and then you come back, I don't know, a couple months later, and you look at it, and you're like, what? That's stupid. This arm is way longer than the other one. And so that's the way I felt about our band name, our previous one, which was Partly Cloudy.
Oh my God.
That's so cool. But it was really not that cool. I opened up his drawer and he was like, that's dumb. But I thought, hey, man, the news will always talk about us. But anyway, somewhere in the world. But anyway, so yeah, it was a dumb name, and so I was a fan of the Crocodile Hunter, and I was watching Steve Irwin like on the boat or whatever, on a boat like at night and on a river, and he's holding up the lantern, and he's looking for crocs, and I was like, you go look for their eyes shine. You can see their eyes shine, and they jump in and wrestle them in the boat, and put like tape around their mouth. I'm saving them. But he kept doing it, you know. He go look for their eyes shining, and see their eyes shining or whatever. And I was just like, oh, cool. And then after the show, I was like, well, I shine. You know, that's much better than Partly Cloudy. So anyways, that's how we got the name there. Yes. Fun experiences from Power Rangers? Well, got to shoot the first movie in Australia. That was pretty cool. And I was there the longest because my stunt double broke his leg. Well, we were jumping on the mini tramp onto the mat and trying to see who could do the highest, farthest side flip.
God.
And he won. He went so far and so high that he hit like the corner of this thing and fell and broke his finger. And so yeah, it's a hard bone to break, but he broke his finger, and they're like, okay, well, you want to do your stunts? I was like, okay. So I got to stay longer, so that was that part was cool. What else happened in Australia or on Power Rangers? Well, I can tell you this story. Jason Frank tells it differently. But, or slightly differently, I don't know, it's not exactly the same. I'm getting older and I'm forgetting? Yeah. He's done more Power Ranger seasons than me, so I think maybe he's mixing things up. Anyhow, we were doing flips off of a tree in Australia, and we were doing different techniques. Like my technique was like I would run and I would bounce off the ground and bounce off the tree. His technique was like he'd run and take 3 steps off the tree, like 1, 2, 3, you know, and then he'd flip over. And so he'd spot me, and I would spot him, and then it was like one of those palm trees. It was kind of like it looked like it was like steps, you know, before it like went up or whatever. And so one of the times when he was gonna go, you know, I was used to him doing 3 steps. He's like, I'm just gonna keep on going, you know. And I was like, what? As he's running towards me. So he like runs to the tree, and he just keeps on running, you know, as far as he can go. And it's like, I don't know, it was pretty high. And I mean, I look tall standing on the stage, but I'm not. I'm just like average height, you know? So I'm like half Asian height. So even like this, he was like above me, right? It's like, I cannot reach him, you know? And like if he was here, I could catch him. He's here, you know, it's like, I'm not as strong like that. And so I watched him go up, and he was coming down towards me. And I was like, what am I gonna do?
Oh my God.
You all right? And so he landed face first. But Jason's tough, you know? And he's like, he hit, and he bounced back up like this, you know? It's like, whoa. It's like, that's cool, man. It's like, yeah. You got something here. There's a big cut on his face. And then, yeah, makeup people were mad. And then he's like, dude, you didn't spot me. I said, dude, you just kept going. How am I supposed to stop that from happening? Anyways, so he got me back. We were in the van. We were in the van actually going to set, and the lady driving it was going, whatever speed. And I don't know what movie I watched, but there's some movie where the dude was like on top of the car. And we were in the van. I was like, the window was open. I was like, it'd be kind of cool to climb outside of this window, this moving van, and get onto the roof and hang on. And he was like, you won't do it. You're chicken. And this was when I cared about that kind of stuff. And I was like, no, I'll do it. I'll do it. And he's like, you won't do it. You're scared. He's like, I'll do it. He's like, I'll do it then. I was like, fine. I'll do it. And so she's going, 40 or 50 miles an hour. I jump out. I reach up the car. I get onto the hood. And I'm like, woo, this is awesome. I'm on the roof. And then all of a sudden, it's going faster. Something's changed here. And why are we swerving? Like, you're trying to get me off of this van all of a sudden. And I look down to try to see the lady who's driving, and all I see is Jason Frank. Reaching over her, trying to kill me. So I'm like, this is not good to stay up here forever. And the other window was open, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna climb in on the other side. So I reach over to climb in this open window, and there's Jason. Opening it up. And finally, the lady driver started reaching back, hitting him, like a bad child or something. And she let me in. I didn't die. But don't do that. It's very stupid. Yes.